What separates, for example, a high performing service manager from an average one in any job title for that matter?
So now at that point, that's where we're going to, I wouldn't say so much isolate it down, but now we'll be able to look at what that manager is doing based on everything that we track. So Mr. Manager, Mrs. Manager, are we following the company policy and procedures and our minimal standards for our finance manager, our minimal standards for our advisors, our minimal standards on our technicians? We have minimal standards for an employee throughout the group. If they're not hitting minimal standards, why? And they are very minimal, like minimal to where it's like, if you can't hit these and we can't get your skill set there, let's just be honest with you. Is this the right seat for you on the bus? Right? Well, let's try to get you up to minimal standards. Identifying from one high performing manager to the next it's going to be that skill set. And unfortunately in my role, there's a tremendous amount of people that are out there that probably mean very, very well and have a passion on getting into that position, but how well they know that position and hold themselves accountable to the bad days that you're going to have, to the good days you're going to have. Right. And, it's like to use an analogy, it's almost like NASCAR. It's not where you start, it's how you finish. You know what I mean? So you could be dead last in the poll as an underperforming manager, right? But asking the right questions and reaching out to the support that the Romans offer across the board will be able to get you there. We promise. There's a time that you just got to let that guard down and say, okay, I need a little assistance here. And why am I missing it? What am I doing wrong? Or what can I do better at? If you have a manager that's engaged like that, you could probably change the performance level. That goes back to will and skill.
That's right.
I want to say narrow-minded, but if it's, listen, we're all competitive in this business. I mean, a lot of us are. I'm a very competitive person. I beat myself up the worst over all of it when I don't hit a certain metric or a goal that I have sitting inside my head. I didn't even share what's on. I just want to see if I can do it. Right. But if the blinders were on and I didn't want to listen to what was happening on the outside from the voices that say, try this, it's not going to work. So I think it still goes back to the will and skill, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I agree. What automotive, not only what it's done for my life and my career, when the odds initially were so stacked against me that but it was like the great equalizer. And it's that way for fixed and it's that way for variable. If you have the right attitude and mindset and you are under the wing of somebody like Nick, you can write your own ticket. Is that true?
Absolutely. But are you willing to do it? And understand that there might be things that you're trying to achieve that's not going to happen in the first couple of days or the first 30 days, but let's mark these certain items, whatever they may be, X, Y, Z, it doesn't matter. Instead of hitting it with a shotgun and pepper spraying it, why don't we just really dial it in as a sniper, knock that little post-it note off the wall, right? Move over to the next one. At the same time, go to the left, make sure we still didn't, we're not missing it. You know what I'm saying? And go to the next. If we're trying to do it all at one time, especially if we're dealing with, and I've learned from this, I made these mistakes where one, I talk fast. We're from Chicago. And sometimes people don't understand because I'm going.
Well, Ollie, man, ADHD type 8. Come on, baby. Let's go.
And then I could go down a rabbit hole in a certain area while we're talking about one topic and go right back to that first topic. And they're like, wait, what just happened? So a lot of it just staying structure on it. You know what I mean? And, my thing is whether it's a manager, an advisor, it didn't even matter what role I was in. If we're having a conversation about something, whether it be a performance aspect or how to use a tool or a new doohickey that we have, my question to you is okay, you got it. Are you fully aware of what we're doing? Is there any questions? If you can't say no, if you can't say yes, but still walk out, we wasted each other's time. You know what I mean? So I'm big on, if you don't get it, that's fine. Ask me the questions. Don't feel embarrassed that you didn't catch it or you're the one that has to stay behind for class. That was me going through school. I would have to go back and all right, I wasn't paying attention. I was joking around. What was the assignment again? Can you explain it one more time so I don't fail? Well, if you have that mindset in your job, I don't care what it is, I tell my kids the same thing, it's just go back and ask. Because if not, you're going to leave there saying, yes, I'm fully aware of what our process is. I'm fully aware of what your expectations of me as an employee underneath you. Great. But if you're not, we're going to be having a conversation again, So we just understand each other. You know what I mean?
If you have a question and you're unclear, ask. But it may take some people think if I do, then I've just cut my own throat. No, you cut your own throat by not speaking up, because if we're going to have this conversation again, it means you really didn't, you were saying yes to something you weren't really clear on. So here we are again. This wastes everybody's time.
And then bad decisions can be made off of communication that wasn't fully understood too.
True.